For some, finding that once-in-a-lifetime horse can be a difficult journey, which can take years. For Christy White, all it took was a picture, and she was hooked.
Hi, my name's Christy White. This is my horse. I'm a Rockin' 2 Diego. We ride with Setting Sun Stables. He's 7 years old, and we show in Half Arab Amateur, 36 to 54, and the Jackpot class for the first time this year. Very excited. As you can see, he's very playful. I bought him when he was, 8 weeks old. My girlfriend Susan here, she showed me a little picture at Nationals about 7 years ago, and I said, oh wow, I have to have him. And I bought him, and now a few national champions later, and life's good. I will say that he's an amazing half Arab, my golden boy I call him, and we're hoping to do really well this year as well. So I've always been in horses. I've been with Setting Sun for 10 years, and I have a horse with Lisa and Zach Powell, and I joke that I've been riding since my mother's womb, and so I've been involved with horses always, but one top 10 as a youth, and then never again until I got him. My next top 10 in life was 3 years ago in the maturity. And but I love U.S. Nationals, and so my girlfriend Susan Alaves has bred amazing horses. I've watched actually several of her horses growing up go national champion. I'm a rock star. I won't say Honey, but Rocky's Mighty Honey, and a bunch of horses, and she's always bred amazing horses. And her and my girlfriend Angie Doherty were just sitting, and they were showing me pictures because she had just bred him, and she just looked at me and she said, Christy, I think he's the one for you. You deserve him. And she'd watched me at the farm for many years and wanted me to have, I'll say, a good one. And there's great ones, and there's good ones, and there's not so great ones, and he's a great one. And because of her, like literally, I was like, okay, I'll buy him. Then I had to tell my husband. But he agreed, though. He agreed.
So what was it like the first time you actually got to see this horse in person? Was it like everything you expected?
Well, we weaned him to Setting Sun, and he came to Joe Reeser's farm, and we turned him out an hour later, and then he ran through the fence and was running down the road, and I look at Joe and I go, he's the one, and Joe's like, he's the one. And so yeah, he's got a little life in him, and so, but when I saw him, yes, I instantly loved him. I brought him home, and my mom and I kind of did all the groundwork with him, and then gave him back to Joe as a 2-year-old. And unfortunately, I haven't had him home since. Joe says he is home, so that's where he's remained at Setting Sun ever since. And he's my boy. I hope to keep him forever. I hope that we'll stay healthy and ride into our years of teens. I hope, like I said, maybe next year Joe may show him open, and then I'll take him back as an amateur horse, and I just hope to ride him for as long as, maybe side saddle at some point. I just hope to ride him out. I don't show him a lot, just because I know shows are hard on him, so I just hope I can just show him till well into his teens.
While some have found the perfect horse to journey to U.S. Nationals with, others have had to overcome obstacles before starting their road to the show. Lynn Bates was in a car collision and had to work very hard to get to U.S. Nationals. This is her second year back, and she is more determined than ever to be a force to be reckoned with the show pen.
My name is Lynn Bates, and my husband is Bruce Bates. He's a trainer. And my son is Dylan Bates, and he also is a trainer in our barn. We're from Wyandotte, Oklahoma, about an hour and a half from here, so not too far from home. 3 years ago, in August of 2013, I was out doing errands on a Sunday afternoon, and almost home, about a half a mile from my driveway, and a driver veered into my lane and hit me head on. Flipped my Tacoma up and over on its roof, and I was very lucky to live through it. Wear your seatbelts, because that definitely saved my life. I was in the hospital for probably 6 weeks, a broken back, major back surgery, rods and pins in my back. I shattered my right ankle just in hundreds of pieces because I applied my brakes when she was coming at me, and we were on a bridge, so I couldn't veer off. I had to just take the hit. And lucky to be alive and then to walk. Riding was definitely not advisable from my neurosurgeon, but I had a beautiful, wonderful reining horse who was 15 years old, and I know her like the back of my hand, so I said, I just want to get on and walk. And this was a year after the accident, so I got on her and walked. And the next day I said, well, I'd like to lope a little. So we loped, and just one lap around the arena because you're pretty out of shape. A year's worth of physical therapy, a few surgeries, so wasn't in very good shape at my age to go through all that. But I did decide to ride her and thought that if I could get qualified for nationals, I would ride her at nationals. And I was able to qualify her at a small show and got enough points to show her, and we went reserve national champion. So then I had more surgeries after that, and the next year was more physical therapy, and then back to riding again. So this year she was 18, and this year she broke her leg. So she's having surgery, and I'm going to take care of her like she took care of me. Yes, I have a Western Pleasure horse, and we show in the 55 and over. And then this guy here is in the Half Arab Reining Open. My son is showing him. Horses are a way of life, and especially in my family. There's a training barn, and I just, it's just a part of my life, I could have done without, but it did give me the determination to get better. And I still go to a pool twice a week to swim. Is such good therapy. I mean, so it's a continuing thing for me to stay healthy and in shape. You don't throw caution to the wind, but you do everything. You have broke horses, trained horses, good-minded horses. And I don't put myself on anything young. And I take precautions, but I'm not going to quit.